Welcome to the show for the generation that grew up without the internet, survived it being invented, and now has way too many passwords to remember.
We're Gen X, raised on independence, sarcasm, and a deep suspicion of anything that doesn't work right the first time.
Today, we're counting down 5 things that are currently making Gen X grumpy, not angry, not bitter, just tired, and still right.
So grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's go back. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Gen X Unfiltered, the podcast.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Steve, Eric, long time no chat.
Yes, good to see you guys. It's been a minute.
Yes, we took a unintentional, but at the same time intentional little break over the Christmas holidays.
A hiatus?
Yeah, we had a nice little Christmas vacation.
I think like maybe a week or two of it was planned, and then the extra week just kind of was life. That happened, so we just extended it a week.
Sometimes real happens, and you can't do a podcast.
Yeah, there a couple curveballs thrown in our personal lives, but we are all good and back and ready to rock out in January.
But we're back. We're back for our first podcast in 2026, and we are very excited. Well, I'm excited. I don't know. Eric looks like he just ate a rotten egg or something. I don't know.
I'm super excited.
He had the most sourpuss look on his face ever.
I'm feeling a little sour. I'm not ready to let 2025 go.
Oh, I am. It can go. Bye, bitch.
Oh man, yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
You know, I wish that one time there was a year where I wasn't like good riddance and like it would just be like, okay, whatever. Like it was what it is. Yeah. No, this year is like literally good riddance. This 2025 didn't know you.
I'm mostly just not ready to pack up my holiday treats yet. So.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
I know.
I mean, it's not officially the end of the holidays until school's back. So you still have 2 more days.
I'm still fully in my holiday eating mode. I'm going to.
100%. Yeah. I've been gnawing on Toblerone bars and everything else in between. Ferrero Rochers, all sorts of good stuff. Yeah. Because today is January the 2nd for anyone.
2nd?
Yes, we're doing this. It's Friday night.
We hope that you guys all had a wonderful holiday. With your family, with your friends, or even if you just hung out by yourself. We hope you guys had an awesome time. And comment below. Let us know some of the fun things you did or your favorite gift from Santa. We like to read what you guys are thinking.
Yes, and let us know, and all the best to all of you in 2026.
Absolutely. We will be here, guys. Don't worry. We are around for 2026.
That's right. Not going to miss yet.
Not
so
yet.
What are we talking about today? Our first podcast
Eric,
of the
would
year.
you relax? It's called warming the pipes. It's been a couple of weeks.
My pipes are warm. I'm ready to do this.
Oh my gosh, Eric, just nothing about small talk.
I got no chill.
No small talk.
But I'm just like pumped for today's topic.
No, you're not. You just have small talk makes you anxious.
It does. I hate small talk.
Like we're just catching up, you know. We're trying to. It's been a couple of weeks since we've jived like this, so we need to get the jiving going.
That's right.
We're talking about.
Shut up! You're so annoying. Actually, this is probably a perfect interlude. We were talking about what makes Gen X grumpy, or
is
why.
Is the answer Eric?
Or what? I think it's more like why we're grumpy. Reasons why Gen X is such a grumpy generation. And I don't say that to insult Gen X. I mean, we are I agree.
No,
we some grumpy mother effers out
here.
There's
times where I am a grumpy man.
There's lots of things that grind my gears.
And I think that they're all valid.
Yeah.
I am 100% valid in all my feelings.
So don't take this as a whine session. Take this as we can all relate, all you Gen Xers out there. If you're listening, you're probably going to be shaking your head like, uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sure you guys will all have plenty of stuff that we missed or you want to add to the list.
This first one, I'm already shaking my head. Yes.
All right, let me interlude it, Eric, and then you can crab away about it, okay?
I'm ready to crab.
Okay. Grumpy old men, bitchy Kelly,
yes.
We're good. The death of the figured out mentality. Gen X grew up as the quintessential latchkey kids, solving problems with a butter knife and a library card. They're often profoundly irritated by the modern need for hand-holding. The grump factor, this is what we'll discuss, the grump factor. Seeing younger generations wait for a tutorial or a manager's permission instead of just trying to fix it themselves. Did they have to start out so strong on this list?
This is such a good one.
This is literally I have my hands are clenched just reading this.
Oh yeah.
I'm just thinking of
absolutely
so many scenarios.
Scenarios at work where people come to you without even trying to fix something like, this doesn't work. It's like, did you try anything?
Yeah.
One thing. Anything.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We used to just have to figure it out. Yeah. Well, nobody helped us.
No, and that's the joys of, all these kids coming up with everything. What do they say? They nerfed the edges, right?
Yeah.
So no one ever got hurt. No one ever had to figure anything out. They just, help me. How do I do this?
Now, there is one bad side to growing up like this, is that, at least I can only speak for myself, is that I take it to the total extreme of the spectrum. Like, I will spend hours and hours of wasted time just so I can figure it out myself and not ask for help. So it's like a weird thing.
There is a fine line there. I always remember I had an old boss like years ago, and I remember him saying that. I was like, yeah, it's fair. He's like, take 20 minutes.
Yeah. Fair.
If you can't figure it out in like 20 minutes, come and ask somebody. Like, you can't waste an entire day or shift or whatever trying to figure out how to make this audio board work in front of us. No, but take 20 minutes, try, do what you can. As long as you're not going to break any, within reason, but just try. Just try.
Especially now, though, when you can go on Google or ask ChatGPT.
I was just thinking of the same thing. There's so many resources now.
Yeah.
If you know how to do something to help you, like, look up and learn.
That's a huge difference. I mean,
depending
on
what
we're talking about, like,
we're just talking but
stuff at home or around the house or in the real world,
No, but like we couldn't go on the internet and be like, how to do this formula in Excel. Back then, we couldn't do that. We had to like go through the help, or we had to
ask the goddamn paperclip.
Oh, I hate that paperclip
thing. From Microsoft. Yes, I remember that.
So I think it was valuable, like teachings that were embedded in us. But again, for me, I sometimes take it to the extreme and then waste so much time not asking for help because sometimes you see asking for help as failure.
100%. Yes, I know. I definitely struggle with that sometimes.
It's that like balance, or you feel like your questions are stupid. And
I always feel like a moron asking anyone for any sort of help.
But you hear some of the questions these kids ask these days, and you're like, huh.
Yes, I'm thinking of a specific coworker, very nice person, but I would not, and I'm not even like, because thanks to Teams where they can do it without even having to like come to you in person or
messages,
So then not even that, but they don't necessarily. Higher ups and other superiors don't necessarily see what's going on.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, hey, how's it going? And it's like, question. And just like,
peppering with questions.
Even
but
just
it's
like,
probably like,
here's a screenshot of an email I'm going to send. Is this okay? I'm like,
oh my God.
Just send it.
First of all, I'm not your boss.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like,
I'm not your boss. We're coworkers.
Yeah, but it's like, and literally like I've gotten screenshots being like, is this okay to send? I'm like, yes.
Wait, if I know your brain correctly, you're like, please, I'm spending 5 hours on my own email over analyzing if I should send it.
That's true too. I mean, sometimes you read emails and like, does this sound like do I sound like an asshole in this, or do I sound like an idiot in this, or whatever? But just like, oh my God, like just send the damn email.
I would be tempted to screw with them and be like, no, it's terrible, do it again. No, it's terrible, do it again.
Well, sometimes I have to be like, it's like, did you read this thing before you said send? Because it doesn't make any sense. Or it's just like, my God.
Yeah.
Like,
one of my jobs I did years back, I ended up training people for the job. And like this job wasn't rocket science. It was basically like data entry type job, right?
Yeah.
And I had to train them. And the people that were kind of like older than me, because at the time I was a lot younger, who were older than me were pretty good, but like there were some people that were younger than me and 10 years younger than me or whatever. And it's the same thing. I'm like, like, I'm not trying to diminish the job, but like it was data entry. Like you copy into
some copy and paste work.
I like the bite. Everybody always tells me like you're really great at training employees and staff, and I'm like, really? Because the bleeding of my tongue and the war that's going on in my head right now, I'm not
trying not to lose your shit.
But like it is so hard, and I understand people learn. Like I've very much recognized that people learn differently nowadays. I am very much, and I think it's our generation because I think you guys are probably the same too. I'm very much I want to try and figure it out on my own because I learn it better if I'm like physically doing the whatever, right? Somebody sitting there and teaching me, it's not going to be as me getting my hands on and learning.
No, having someone be like, show you how to do it is fine, but now let me do it because if you just show me how to do it and keep showing me, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Especially with technology things like learning formulas in Excel. Like, no. Like, don't show me because I'm probably not going to. I'd rather just mess around.
Yeah.
Well,
ChatGPT is.
Most of the stuff people are doing for work, like for all of us and most people, like it's not brain surgery. You're not going to, no one's going to die. Nothing's going to go. No one's, nothing's going to blow up.
Not going to end. No.
So you can do it, make a mistake and go back and fix it. It's fine. Yeah. Like, double check before you're going to send it to somebody or
imagine being a parent and having children of that generation that just can't do anything. Maybe I'm not even going to go there.
Where do you think they got it from?
Well, I know I'm trying to. It's all you millennial parents. Just kidding. Don't at me, millennial parents.
No,
it's out there.
True. I mean, millennial people make fun of themselves. I wouldn't say so much the older millennials. It's more like the younger millennials are very much more like that. Because the older millennials kind of hover on sort of the Gen X traits. But
yeah, sort of like us, what we're considered zillennial, I think, where we're like the very tail end of Gen
And
X
the older
to the old millennial. We're sort of in that bridge between the two.
But I think the mid millennials to the young millennials, they definitely like coddle.
They definitely tried to. We want to raise our kids the exact opposite as we were raised. So
they were raised by Gen X parents,
So rather than having to figure things out, I'll just tell you how to do it. Rather than you trying to,
or I'll do it for you,
or exactly that. Well, the whole like helicopter parent thing.
Yeah.
That
I even remember like, I mean, this could just be parent specific, but when I had homework and stuff, like, I mean, this is going to sound terrible and it wasn't like bad for my parents, but like my parents didn't really help me. Like if I had a question, like a really big question, but my parents didn't like, I mean, my parents, I feel like were a bit different than your parents, but like, my parents were very much like, especially high school, they were like, if you don't get it done, that's your problem, ain't mine.
Yeah.
So just do your thing and whatever.
Yeah, no, I don't remember my parents ever really being like, go do your homework. Like they just kind of did it. And then, I remember asking my dad, like, my dad was really good at math, so that was always fun because he would get so pissed off. He figured it, so he might sort of joke about that. I see all those memes all the time now. Like, the dinner table, you're crying, your dad's yelling at you. Like,
why don't you get this?
Yeah, my dad gets so frustrated because
because it just comes so naturally to him.
Yeah, but it's funny though, because I remember my dad saying, my dad was like, when he was a kid, he failed grade 9
math
when he was in school.
Oh wow!
And
then it just clicked.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then, he's an engineer and like, so he's a smart guy, but he's like, no, but I failed grade 9. And then he's like, something just.
That happens sometimes, right? Like you just like, you have to fail at something to kind of learn.
And he's like, after that, it just kind of clicked and made sense. And then
boom, there it is.
I was like, well, I wish I had got that because I almost failed math, but I didn't ever click.
Still waiting for that click to happen.
I know. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I think there's just lots of examples, but it definitely was how we grew up. Sorry, I keep speaking general, but I think we're all kind of grew up the same way. But it's just sort of how we grew up. Like we just figured stuff out. The chain fell off your bike.
I was about to say
we
stuff
just
like that.
had to figure it out, and then if we couldn't, we asked our dad. But then the dad would be like, "Well, yeah, you figure it out."
Or you learn from your friends or something.
Yeah.
No, exactly. You'd figure out from stuff like a lot of it was that your friends would show you how to do things, or someone's older brother or something like that, or maybe someone else's dad, or like.
I never fault somebody for not knowing something the first time.
No,
but if they've been shown and like they just try it. That's all I'm saying. Like
try it.
That's all I'm saying. Like you've been shown, try it on your own. If you get stuck at a certain point in the fixing process, then come back. And we'll go from there.
Well, and I think it's more because I think at least for me, what makes me so irritated about the whole like concept is the whole like, just an example, like say it's like, hey, can you do this? And not even 5 seconds later, it's like, oh, well, I don't know how to. Can you help me?
Yeah.
It's like, no. Like, take 10 minutes, read the papers, do this, use your brain, go on the internet now. And then, like, if you're really stuck, I want you to try.
Well, you have to because you'll never learn.
So did they not do problem-solving skills? Like, remember in math, you had the whole problem-solving unit? Ooh, I hated that. Like, Sally went to the store and bought 12 apples and one was red and 2. I failed that. Yeah. But, like, did they just not learn that? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I remember seen a video that popped up online, like this is a few years ago, showing like the way they do like addition, or no, it was multiplication table. They
changed it.
And they draw like a square.
Yeah.
And you'd write like, so say it was 100.
It's memorization.
But it was like 120 by times 10 or something. It'd be like 1, 2, 0, 1. I don't even know how you did. I forget now, but it was like this weird. You'd write them a certain way. You add up these numbers and add up these numbers, add up these numbers.
Yeah, and then, instead of doing like long division stuff, they use like tables. And
you like do this sort of graph chart to add up different, and then you'd add them all up together and get your final.
Yeah. And the multiplication. It was
just it worked, but it was a really confusing way to do it. It's like.
It's a lot of like memorizing now too for like math and stuff, like the multiplication.
The times tables?
Yeah, I remember having to do that.
I don't know. It's just, I guess, obviously how we grew up. But yeah, that makes me grumpy. Like, I'm grumpy. I could go off for another hour on this.
Oh, there's lots of examples. I just, thinking, like I said, especially, I don't generally, I'm obviously we're all getting older, but I don't ever really, quote unquote, feel old until there's certain times at work when I'm dealing with some of the people that are like
younger,
24, 25. And it's like, Jesus Christ, do I feel old?
I know.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, just like, yeah, so I want to bang my head off the desk right now.
Yeah.
Just the questions and the.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Eric, did we talk about that to your satisfaction?
Ooh, that was good. I got a lot off my chest right there.
Do you feel lighter?
I feel so light right
I'm
now.
in a very ragey mood today, so this topic is perfect.
Yeah, well, hopefully everyone at home listening or watching, you guys are saying the same thing. I'm sure
you're
they
all
can
like
all
nodding
relate.
your head like, yes. And look, we love you millennials. We love you Gen Zs and alphas. We all love you, but sometimes you just got to use your brain.
That's all. Sometimes like, you know what? I just try.
I'll say
Not expecting you to get it right or 100%.
No.
Just try.
So many little
I'll
effort.
say I can appreciate your vulnerability. Just try, okay? That's like Steve said, just
like a babe in the woods or something. What is that?
try.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna, if you're lost in the woods, are you just gonna lie down and die? Like they would.
That's
like,
what it feels like, yeah.
I'd be trying to like, they'd just be curled in the fetal position.
This is it.
No, that's what it feels like. They just, well, I don't know what to do here, so.
Yeah.
Come on, have some survival instinct.
Like, someone will come get me.
Yeah,
that's what they probably think.
No, that, yeah.
Look, I could
they might be right.
I could probably figure out how to do a fire if I really had to. It was life or death. I'd drink my own pee. Like, you know.
Bear Grylls style.
Exactly.
Would you drink a stranger's pee?
If it meant surviving, I would.
Oh my God.
If it meant life or death, you wouldn't drink somebody's pee.
Maybe we should go to the next topic.
Okay. Number 2.
Eric with the run to wear jogging pants. Oh, drinking urine.
Why?
Wow.
Okay, next. Number 2, the QR code menu and digital everything. While Gen X built the internet, they don't necessarily want it to replace every human interaction. Nothing triggers a Gen X grump faster than a restaurant with no physical menus. The grump factor. The friction of having to pull out a phone, scan a code, and scroll through a PDF just to see the price of a burger. It turns social outing into more screen time. I have an example of this that isn't quite this, but it's about the whole restaurants. That if you want to Google what's on the McDonald's menu, you can't even see it without having to open up the app, download the app, sign on, log in, pick your look. Oh, I'm angry.
I hate that. Picking your preferred location and all this stuff.
That,
I just want to see the goddamn
even
menu.
if you want to see the menu, you got to go into like order something.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you can't see it anywhere.
Yeah,
I know.
all these layers of hoops.
Yeah.
Oh, I get mad. I get so angry.
You used to be able to just go to a website or go on the app and just go click menu and there it is.
Yeah.
I just want to see what's on there. I want to know if the, Big Mac has raised its price. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, that makes me so angry.
No, or just something you want to see, like, how much does it cost for whatever? Yeah. Like, hey, we're going somewhere for dinner tomorrow night or whatever. Like,
it all goes back to
can't find it.
Yeah, it's all these companies. They want your data, right? They want your metrics. They want to know like who you are, where you're from.
That's exactly it. So every single place has an app of some sort that you can sign in for some sort of loyalty points or whatever, and they're just
Here's another example of like that's kind of like the digital versus not digital. Look, I love the digital stuff. Like I think it's very handy. I think it's very cool. I think, it makes life easier in a lot of cases and I use it. However, for certain things, like I 99.9% of the restaurants I've gone to have had physical menus. They haven't not, so I don't really experience that.
But during COVID, they totally disappeared, but they've all
back.
pretty come back now.
But for me, it's like, making lists. I'll put them in my phone, but for me, I have to have a physical piece of paper that I write it down on. And that is definitely a generational thing because who would think like younger generations than us, would they even think of that? No, it would be automatically.
No, they go right to their phone. Yeah, I still I have I'm just at work. I have a notebook that I write.
A planner.
Like, if I'm on a meeting or something, usually I'm writing stuff down. Yeah. Sometimes I'll type it, but 99% of the time I'll just write it down.
Because for me, it's like when I'm writing it, it's like that brain dump, right?
No, or so even at work sometimes I'll get like a PDF or something I have to read. I'll print it up. I'll print it up and highlight it. I can't just read it on a screen.
I do that too.
I'll print it up and make notes on it and write on it and stuff like that. You
probably retain it better off the paper.
Yeah.
And if I want to make notes about a project that I'm working on, I'll go through and highlight certain things that are relevant to whatever I'm doing, or maybe I'll make a note to follow up on this point or whatever. But even if it's it comes as a PDF file on my screen, first thing I do is I'll print up all 50 pages of it.
Oh yeah.
No, the digital everything is annoying. I like the option to use digital, but
being forced to do it all the time is
Absolutely. I use both. I'll put notes on my phone and stuff and reminders on my phone.
No, my phone I'll definitely use that more. I use it a lot more now. I'm getting more and more in just simple reminders. Like if you and I were talking, you're like, hey, don't forget to grab that thing tomorrow. 100% I'm gonna.
Sorry, I was just shuffling my grumpy ass.
But 100% I'm making a note saying, hey Siri, remind me at 7 p.m. tomorrow to grab this, or did I just trigger it? Yeah.
What were you saying, Eric?
I was just gonna say it's actually I find it easier to ignore the digital reminders.
No, yeah, it is.
Then if I have a paper reminder or I've written it down somewhere, like on a whiteboard or something, I find it easier to ignore the digital reminder. Shit, I missed that.
I have more. 100%. I have more satisfaction of manually crossing or checking something off a list than ticking it on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do say like I do, although it was a long time before I used it. Now we mostly just use it for like us and our filming and stuff. But the digital like Google calendars and stuff, I do use that now. I live by that.
Yeah.
Before it was like, but I still do like having like a hard copy written down so you can, I don't know why. It's weird. I think it's just what it is.
Yeah. No, I definitely, I use both 100%. It just depends on what it is and where I'm going. But I can't do I couldn't just live off of my phone.
No.
I just wouldn't. I don't know. It's still, like you said, like some of these reminders are too easy to ignore.
Oh, yeah.
Or you just miss them. They get lost in the shuffle of all the other notifications that come up on your phone or whatever.
Part of it, like they get buried, right?
Yeah. And you just kind of, or I'll see it, be like, oh, yeah, at 3 o'clock, I got to do this. And then it's like 5:30 at night. Like, shit.
And I think that as well, like the technology stuff is amazing and does amazing things, but technology, when it's awesome when it works, when it doesn't, you realize how reliant you are on it, and that stresses me out.
Yeah.
Because I get irrationally angry over technology not working, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? I grew up with their technology, like why? But you become because it is so easy, right?
Well, and it's so ingrained in everything nowadays. Like it's crazy. I get
so angry. Like I'm in my own fight with technology today, and like it's just like. Why am I so angry about this? But it's just like, but then everything, when you go back, basically like, when you go back to the pen and paper, that never fails you.
Yeah, it's true. And you think about like, we've been on the earth for quite some time now. We had to learn like a bunch of different technologies over and over again, right?
Yeah.
Like you first learned like, word processing when you're young, but then you had to learn like the Windows 95 version of word processing, and now it's all like SharePoint 365 in the cloud and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
that's the thing.
The one thing
that's changing. You're like, I've already learned how to do this. Like,
well, it's annoying. Yeah, but I mean, it also, I think we're lucky that we're of that generation because we are adaptable to change a lot better than some people are. I think. Like, really quick example that doesn't really have anything to do with this, but I want to say it quickly. It's a funny story. For Christmas, my 8-year-old niece, my sister she listens to music, but she doesn't have her own phone or anything. She doesn't want her to have access to the internet. And so she bought her from Amazon a really cheap little CD thing that you can mount on your wall. And she bought her the Taylor Swift CD for Christmas because it's her favorite artist.
Yeah.
So she opened it up and it was so mind blowing to me because I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. I haven't seen a CD player in a while. And she saw the Taylor Swift picture on the album and she's like, what is this? And my sister's like, it's a CD. And she's like, no, but like, I don't understand what it is. And she's like, it plays music. And she's like, how? And I was like, how do you not know? And I'm like, oh my God, she's literally never seen a CD player before.
Yeah, as an 8-year-old
but
kid.
But it just was such one of those weird moments. I was like, how do you not know what a CD? What? Even today, like she still will ask my sister randomly, like, I still don't understand how where's the music coming from?
No,
she doesn't get it.
How does she understand like on a computer or like her iPad?
Because the sound just comes out. But she's like, how is the music on the disc? She doesn't understand how it's on there.
Yeah, it's just this season because you look at the back of the CD, it's just like silver with a bit of the rainbowish hue.
And my sister's like, I don't know, it just is.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, oh good Lord, that's a whole conversation.
Don't ask me questions.
Yeah. But no,
so it's crazy because you forget that. She's, especially being 8, literally never seen a CD player.
I shared this some YouTube videos or on Discovery Channel about how CDs are made.
Oh, I'm sure,
I don't think she's that invested.
Okay.
She's an 8-year-old kid. She's probably just,
She's an 8-year-old kid that likes to ask questions about everything.
Yeah.
This Taylor's magic.
Yeah. Like Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
just magic. Swifty dust.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, the quote-unquote unsubscribe that doesn't work. This generation remembers when privacy was the default, not a setting. They are increasingly exhausted by the relentless digital clutter and the feeling of being hunted by algorithms. I can't say that word.
Algorithms?
Yes. The grump factor. Receiving marketing emails from a store they visited once in 2014, clicking unsubscribe, and still getting emails 3 days later. Look, I know a lot of it's self-inflicted because you like search things and sign up for things and blah, 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 blah. But like, just leave me the F alone, okay?
My life was full of regrets for 10% off coupons I got, but I had to give the like email or my cell phone or something. Yeah. And now I'm paying the price for it, for that 10% off I got on my initial purchase.
I was actually literally thinking about that today. I was looking at my email. I'm like, how many emails do I have here? Like, they're all just crap.
Well, nobody emails anymore.
No, I know. That's about like, I was actually going through, and then I don't know how much, Apple has a built-in unsubscribe button.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
I don't really think that works.
No, it doesn't.
But so you'll go in and like, actually, I went to like 4 or 5 again today. I'm like, unsubscribe. So we'll see. But I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, where are these all coming from?
Okay, Steve, that's your second F-bomb. It's a family-friendly podcast.
They're all Gen Xers here.
I'm just kidding. That's true.
Well, yeah, Gen Z.
Well, no, it was more for the algorithm.
God. That's another thing too. Like, just because I search something doesn't mean I give a shit about it. Just because I watch a video one time doesn't mean I care, and that's all I ever want to see again are like videos about this one topic. I don't care. Frustrating. It drives me bonkers.
I know. All these companies are so hyper focused on like personalization of ads. I know. It's like shit.
Just because I look at it once. No, it doesn't. Well, I mean, it works in terms of yes. I looked up cell phones. I'm just using an example, but just because I looked it up once for some topic doesn't mean I want to see everything about every freaking cell phone and whatever. Exactly. Like, it's just crazy.
It's like the algorithm is trying to build like an avatar of Steve and what Steve likes, and it's like,
oh, I know. It's just like, my
but I
God.
can see why they're doing that.
But it's like a lagging indicator because they're like, to your point, you looked up cell phones, right?
Yeah.
You already bought your cell phone, and now you're getting a bunch of ads about cell phones. It's like, I already got a cell phone,
and that's where I'm like, God, you idiots! You just wasted your 10 cents on like whatever the CPM is because I already have one of these stupid things. So screw you, Google. Get your shit together.
This is Steve's very much hot button. But can I say, like, the one app that is like, they do it good, like whether it's annoying for us as viewers or not, but they do it good, is TikTok. Because yesterday I was looking up some Stranger Things Lego or something. I was looking it up on TikTok, and so I found a video of somebody who got it, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I swear to God, for the next 2 hours I was scrolling TikTok and every second video was a Lego video or the Lego store or this, and I was like, I mean, I get it, because in that sense, I was looking at a product I hadn't purchased yet, so it was smart.
But see, I find that so frustrating because like I clicked on one type of video.
Well, yes.
I don't want to see just that now.
And that's the problem.
That's all I get.
But you have to try and beat the algorithm. Like, I know I'm saying that word wrong. I don't know how to really say it.
Yeah.
Because you just, when those pop up, you scroll really fast, like less than 2 seconds, and then after a few minutes, it goes away.
It notices that. Like, if you skip off of it too quick, it's like, oh, maybe you don't want to see
I got not one Lego video today.
I'm going to sound like a real grump right now.
Well, you always are.
But anyways, I really miss chronological timelines on social media, where like, you know,
Facebook is the worst for that.
They used to be great.
Exactly. Now I'm seeing things like, I saw something yesterday that was posted 5 days ago on one of my friend's pages. I'm like, what?
Bitch, please. I don't even know what I did 5 days ago.
No, I know.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, because Facebook and all these companies, they're trying to push you what they think you want to see.
Well,
yeah.
But I just want to, like, chronological, like that way I just see like the new stuff.
Yeah.
I can scroll back and see, you know, kind of find where I left off before.
When Eric's snooping people's profiles.
Yeah, exactly. But
it's true, because I had that the other day. I'm like, I went on the notification on Facebook. I'd been on there a few days, and I was like, oh, so-and-so's birthday was like a week ago. I was like, oops.
Yeah.
It's like, I maybe would have said happy birthday on their wall or something, but...
Well, Facebook has gone to the utter gutter and trash.
Facebook is just basically garbage now.
Gutter trash.
It really
Especially in Canada, where we can't post news stuff.
That's right. We can't even get the news on it because they're still in a fight with the government over paying them for it.
It's literally just people's like personal drama, which used to be fun like 20 or 10, 15 years ago to watch. Yeah. But now all the people that had the drama are like older. And
all I see now is Facebook groups, either to join them or some group that I've liked at some point or whatever. It's just like...
Yeah, exactly.
Very rare do I see like someone I know, like you'll see them, but not as much.
Yeah.
Or someone, especially now just because Christmas just passed. Or like, you know, you'll see them posting family pics or whatever. But it's just buried underneath all this other junk.
Yeah. Stuff that I don't even like follow. I'll get like all this like, suggested like groups and pages and stuff that I didn't even follow.
Yeah,
it's like why is this here?
Because it's trying to get you in trend.
Facebook is actually the worst. I'm sorry, Mark Zuckerberg.
I mean, they ruined it themselves.
Absolutely the worst.
They ruined it trying to advertise.
I effing hate that they own Instagram now too. Because what irritates me the most is that Facebook to me is like very, for my own personal use, like I don't post on Facebook, but I have a Facebook page. And so to me, that's like super private. Like that's just like, I have friends and family on there that I know to look at pictures of their kids, right?
Yeah.
But my Instagram is more like, I don't like, so especially for this stuff, like I don't so much care like who sees it, whatever.
Yeah.
But like when they try and make you simultaneously post on both.
Yeah,
Ooh, it makes me mad.
They try and merge the two platforms. It's like, these are separate.
Yeah.
It makes me mad. And I'm like, but the thing is, you as Canadians, my research, you can get paid on Facebook. So I'm like, damn, I might have to. Oh, Mark Zuckerberg, I don't hate Facebook. I promise. Shoot.
No, Facebook. They kind of sold out for advertisement.
Oh, totally. And like that's the whole point of not getting rid of the chronological timeline had a purpose, right?
Yeah.
Because you can never get caught up. With the chronological timeline, you can scroll back and be like, I'm caught up to where I left off. I'm done on Facebook.
Yeah, but
they don't want you to be done on Facebook.
Yeah, because
they want you to keep scrolling.
But that was also before they had ads and shit on there.
There was ads.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like now every effing thing is an ad.
Totally.
Whatever.
But that's what the point I'm trying to make. Like, getting rid of the chronological timeline, there's no end to Facebook now.
No, like you could go on Twitter or X now.
Yeah.
I've been on there a while, but you could sort of be like, oh, okay, it sort of launched where you last went through, and you could scroll through till you get to like, sort of the current tweets that are happening, and then be like, okay.
I'm done. Yeah.
All the drama's on TikTok now anyway, so.
Yeah.
Strangers drama. I love strangers drama that I don't know.
Ooh, that was a good gripe.
It's just... Yeah,
I don't know if this is making me angrier or more like relaxed.
It's good. It's cathartic.
Is it?
I'm pushing my frustrations on you guys.
Because anybody who is not Gen X listening to this is just going to think we're all whiny bitches.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
That's fine. I'm fine too.
Oh,
it's real, okay? Because you boomers have a lot to gripe about too. You're grumpy. I mean, millennials, the younger millennials, you have a right to be grumpy because you ain't getting no houses. Like, not because they suck, because they just ain't buying houses in this economy. I don't know how you're ever going to do
Nobody is right now.
So every generation has a reason to be grumpy. I feel like we just have more of a reason.
Well, this is just different. This is a little
this is stuff
not
that we can,
quite as. This is just like headaches and annoyances.
Well,
this isn't like
it registers with us.
Yeah.
And I also think that for the digital stuff, which is a big part of why we're grumpy, the change from non-digital to digital, I think because we were so used to for lack of a better term, a simpler life.
Well, we remember.
And then now it's not so simple. It's very cluttered, chaotic, and our brains are just messy. So it's like, I keep seeing those things like, I wish it was 1990. I don't want it to be in the future. I want to go back to a good day in 1996. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, not even that though, but we also remember the internet when it was more free and open. It wasn't all about algorithms and marketing and selling stuff, right? It was actually about making the world of better, making things more accessible and better.
Yeah. But I think that
and that's all gone now. Now it's all how do we make money?
Of course. But I think
capitalism.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think like even just like the whole like, like we didn't have growing up yes, we had our own drama growing up. There was always drama growing up. But I just mean like, you woke up on a Saturday morning, like I can totally just picture you wake up on a Saturday morning, you hear the dads out there cutting and mowing the lawn, the moms are puttering around the house doing laundry. You go outside, you wake up, you go outside, your friends are out there, you play baseball on the street. Like it was just simple. And like everything now just feels so chaotic.
Yeah, I think the difference now, I mean, a lot of the stress are the same. It's just that you're inundated with information.
But that's what I mean. It's clutter.
Yeah, it's just noise. It's all just noise.
And it doesn't feel as simple. And that's why like you keep seeing all these people saying like, no, I don't want, I just want to go back to like 1996 for like a really good day. And I'm like, oh my God, if you really think about it, wow, that would be so peaceful.
No, yeah, you'd be like, what the hell? Yeah,
it would be so peaceful.
It would be, yeah. It'd be totally different, yeah.
Anyway. What's that quote from Andy from The Office? Oh,
I wish you knew when you were in the good old days when you were still there or whatever happening or something.
That's exactly it. All right, let's go to number 4. I've been yapping too much. Performance over substance, the influencer era. Ooh, Eric's going to be triggered. As the generation that pioneered selling out as the ultimate sin, Gen X is often baffled by the desire to document every moment for social validation. The grump factor. People filming themselves doing random acts of kindness or blocking the sidewalk to take the perfect selfie. To Gen X, if you're filming it, it's not authentic. It's a commercial.
Yes.
I have mixed emotions about this.
There's a very fine line about, people, you want to go out and, like vloggers and all this stuff.
Yes.
You want to vlog your life? Have at it. But just people, it's not real. It's
not real.
Oh, totally.
You can't just, there's very few like daily vloggers or anyone out there that are actually vlogging their daily life.
Yeah.
No.
Because they know it's boring and no one's going to keep watching it.
For me, it's like, look, social media is a great way to make an income or a side hustle. So get that coin. Like, I am not here. I mean, you know, I'm not here to tell you not to get your coin. However, like, I don't know, again, I think the difference between like our generation perhaps and like the younger generations is exactly what Steve said. It's like, I think all of us can watch it and just be like, yeah, okay, like that was a cool video, but like, okay, whatever. Like, you know, that's fake. You know what I mean? Like, we know the difference between like, that's for entertainment. That's not real life. Whereas I think a lot of the younger generations like want to be like these people that don't even have a real life. And that's where there's a weird
they think that it's real. They don't realize that.
No.
You know, what people put on Instagram.
It's produced.
And I'm talking like, but even to the simplest term that like someone puts a family photo on there, like just a straight up photo, it's been tweaked.
Oh, totally.
Everything is.
Or not even that. They put up a family photo, but secretly, like, the parents are like separating and divorcing. You know what I mean?
There's
like,
that too,
it's like
but I'm saying it's all fake. Like, it's all none of it. No one's putting up their real, true life because it's
nobody wants
to
air their dirty laundry.
No, exactly. It's all a curated front.
It's gotta be
just varying degrees.
It's got to be pristine.
Well, and even us when we do the videos for our other channel, like, I mean, we are like highly produced cinematic videos, but like, we don't keep in the parts where we get snippy with each other. No. We don't keep in the part where, like, you know, maybe I made an ugly face or something, right? Like, you curate it.
Yeah, you do.
No,
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not real. It's like, no, we don't get along perfectly all the time. We annoy the shit out of each other.
Well,
we're not going to put
I
that
don't think we pretend that.
No.
No, but I mean, it's
case in point.
No, but well, yes, but this kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, luckily we don't all ever really have major disagreements. But I'm just saying, like, we wouldn't talk about that per se.
No. I mean, I don't know if that's kind of a fair assessment because it's sort of a totally
whatever. But I was
we have another channel. I'm going to say it.
I don't care. You can say it.
No, we're talking about, we have another channel called The Trips where we do like some food reviews, out and about stuff. I'm saying though, but that we're not trying to portray ourselves as like vloggers or something like that or influencers.
No, but it's just the example that even in this scenario, it's still not 100% real life. We're curating it to what the audience is going to like. And if we do keep in snarky moments, we keep them in for a reason because we're like, oh, people might think that's funny. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Like, obviously you want to present your best selves on camera. Like, I don't want
that's exactly it, yeah.
You know, like, there's a reason why I brush my hair to go on camera because I don't want to look like a kid out of a dumpster.
No, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It's all
exactly.
None of it's real. That's the problem. Kids don't realize that. And then you get all these influencers that are full of shit. They're all grifters and trying to make a buck, right? And there's a lot of that going on too. Whether it's all, you know, you saw this whole rise. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's but like all these misogynistic guys, anti-women, like that became this whole big thing. Like, you know, and like then you have women telling girls they need to look a certain way and this and that, and they're all making money selling supplements to that Liver King guy. Like
it sucks, but like
it's all a grift.
It's easy to like prey on disenfranchised people who are like, pissed off.
No, exactly, and it's easy. You know, you got the money, you can spend. I mean, Christ, look at us. We're in a basement here right now with a couple of cell phones and a camera, and you know, but you can make and produce so it looks good and fancy and people believe it, and it's like, wow, this person really knows what they're talking about.
Yeah,
and I think the one thing, I guess for me, like, I'm just really cynical. Like, literally every video I'll see online, I'll be like, that's staged.
No, I think they should 100%. I know they were talking, I don't know who was talking about, like, you know, like have to like fully be transparent about getting paid to do things online.
Well, you know what? One of the biggest things though is like, so one of the biggest things going around on TikTok is like, which is very popular, and because I love watching those videos, because people are generally curious. It's like, you know, people who do like budgeting or talk about their debt and pay off debt and all that kind of stuff. Those people. Yeah. But they'll always be like, this is how much I made. Because in the States, you're in the creator program. So you get money for your video views. And they'll be like, this is how much I made on TikTok. But TikTok won't, like, you can get your account banned if you specifically give the exact number that you make on TikTok, which is so crazy to me because you think that they would want people. It's in the terms of service. So they'll be like, I can't say the exact number, but let's just say $5,000. But if she had said $5,122.32, she would technically be breaking terms of service. Like, that's weird to me.
Weird,
why can't you disclose that?
You think, like,
I guess TikTok is a shame because they don't want people to know how much they're making. I don't know. Like,
well, you think they would want to because then more people will be like, damn,
the more people that are making content.
I guess.
I don't know. But it's the same for YouTube because apparently like you are, but I don't know if that's true. People would say it if you could actually say the amount, but I'm like, well, first of all, it's my income.
But even if you're making 10 cents, it should be disclosed because that's the thing. Like there's a lot of people that are.
Well, there's a lot of people that think people make a lot. It's vice versa. There's a lot of people that think they make a lot more money than they do.
But I'm saying it's irrelevant how much money they're making. The fact that you're being paid a cent to advertise something, you need to tell people because it's.
People advertising stuff.
Yeah, I don't care how much. I don't care if they're making $5 or $5 million, but you need to tell people that.
Well,
and they don't.
If it's a paid endorsement.
Yeah, and that's a lot of them don't. So it's all or they're making money because they're selling their own crap.
Yeah.
And that's
they have a vested interest in it.
Yeah, it's honestly saying a lot of it's just a big work.
I can say though, like those are like, the griftery type people because the people I feel like that would come out and say it or do come out and say it, there's an authenticity to them and people appreciate that. So just be real, guys.
No, and that's exactly it because it's in this day and age because of the technology and stuff that anybody with a camera can open up a Gmail account and have a YouTube channel and do whatever they want.
Because you're going to get caught if you're just grifting.
No, you hope so. I mean,
they do.
You hope so eventually.
I hope so. I mean,
or
some do, some don't. But
whatever.
But I'm just saying. But the whole influencer culture and stuff like that. It's.
I do have to say though, like I don't get angry unless they're like in my face and bump into me. But like I actually find it really cute if I'm out and I see people like clearly filming a TikTok. I love it. I'm just like, oh my god, that's so cute.
Yeah, I don't. To be honest, like to seeing people out in the street. And stuff, as long as you're being respectful about it, like as long as you're not being a total jerk and idiot and being completely disrespectful of like
that's the biggest
everyone
thing.
Get out of my way, like I know them all, but like get out, give me like but if you're there with
I'm shooting here.
Well, how many times I find it more annoying than walking around with their phone and having like a phone call speakerphone. That I find more annoying than
put your
else.
headphones in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I get enraged by the videos where people like they're at the gym like filming the workout and then the person like gets pissed off when someone walks in front of their camera.
No,
it's like it's like you're at a gym like
that's I still think a lot of that's all like rage bait and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, like how much of that is real too.
Well, then I even see I see some other influencers that then react to those and they get super upset and it's like, well, do you really care as much as you're acting? Because you're getting
of course
pretty
they don't care.
Well, that's all they get. I'm going to get upset about the way that this video is. It's
like,
all just BS.
I was going to forget his name, Joey something.
Yeah, he's one of them. I didn't want to say his name, but I think it's like, you care a lot about, like, I think a lot of his rage is,
well,
no one wants him to be like, who cares? You know, I know
exactly.
So it's just, it all feeds into one another that like.
Well, here's the thing is like, my thing is like I think that I mostly 99.9% don't take a whole lot of stake in most videos I watch.
No, and that's the thing. I think we remember like we've been around long enough to sort of see how the sausage is made, I guess,
and also
the rise of all the social media stuff. Whereas kids now who are just kind of.
I have to tell
they're born into it,
and they don't.
I have to tell my nephew all this. My nephew all the time because he'll say something on the. I'm like, don't believe everything you see. No, Auntie, but like I'm like, no. It's like, no, he did this. I'm like, but don't believe everything on the internet.
No, it's like you don't know who this guy is, and that's the thing. It's like this guy on the internet. It's just a guy like any one of us. He's
called
just,
fancy editing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like. That doesn't mean that they know what they're talking about, what they're doing. They just have a camera and a voice. Like,
it's so weird how things have progressed, right? Like I remember like when Wikipedia was new and like when I was in college and stuff, professors would be like, you can't use Wikipedia as a source
for
your
just
papers
people.
and stuff because it's all people. It's peer review.
But who are the peers?
peers?
Exactly. I remember that being a big. It's like, you can use it as like a.
But now Wikipedia is recognized as a source of truth.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be
right.
Though.
Well, it's still a weird thing. Yeah, the internet you got to be really careful with when even we've seen that in a few of our topics we do where using ChatGPT and stuff like that to help generate some stuff. It's like, well, this is completely wrong.
Oh yeah.
But whatever. I mean, overall, if you want to be an influencer, look, if you're a dirty ass grifter, then you can go take a hike, like for real, because you're preying on people and building their trust and just taking their money like an asshole. So you can actually go to hell. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
But like people out here, I watch a lot of like stay-at-home moms or just like people in general out here just filming whatever you want to film and keeping your kids off the internet and making some coin. Like you go. Do your thing.
It's a time where, I mean, who would have thought, 20 years ago when we were in college doing television broadcasting, would you have thought that at some point you'd be sitting in a basement?
No.
Recording all this stuff with these cameras
with
and
essentially your own mini version of a studio.
Yeah, would never have thought,
Goes back to the same thing. Technology is great, but it also has its downsides.
It's a double-edged sword.
All right, number 5.
This is it, the last one.
Because I feel like we've kind of gone on tangents for each topic. It's fine. We haven't talked in a long time, so we're a little.
I got some stuff to get off my chest.
Number 5, being the sandwich support staff. Gen X is currently in the great squeeze. They are simultaneously managing their aging boomer parents' healthcare and their adult children's failure to launch or student debt. The grump factor, feeling like the designated adult for 2 generations while being the only one who doesn't get a mental health day. They are the ones fixing the Wi-Fi for their parents and co-signing leases for their kids. None of us have kids, so we can't relate to that, but I definitely feel we are in the sandwich generation.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you see it, and it's, because our parents are getting older, so, dealing with health issues and stuff, or even, again, just simple things like the technology issues. Yes, helping them get on fix their Wi-Fi, or even every time I see my mom, she's got a question about Facebook.
Well, it's funny because
my mom gave me 3 FaceTime calls today. None of them were intentional.
No, but I was going to use that as an example. Hold on. Eric's family got his mom a brand new cell phone, like an iPhone for Christmas, and she hasn't had one fancy. But whatever. This is her first major smartphone.
First real smartphone. Yeah.
And so, but you have a brother who's a bit younger than you, but you're the de facto okay.
Oh yeah, like I set it up for her and put all her contacts in there.
And first of all, how do you accidentally FaceTime somebody so much?
I do not know. I have to.
Was she trying to text you?
Next time I see my mom, I'm gonna have to ask her hey, so what? Let's get to exactly how this went down.
You can't just
did you answer them?
I did once.
And did she answer too?
Sort of.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. But it's clearly she's.
Because I'm is there? Well, first one I thought was, is something wrong?
Well, that's the thing. You're like, oh
why
shit.
She calling me?
Yeah.
I mean, the designated adult, I think, we're all in kind of different situations. Well, so Eric and I are oldest children. So we're in that situation where you become the de facto, take care of the shit. And Steve's in a situation where he has an older sister, but she lives very far away. So you live near your parents, so you're the de facto person. So we all are the de facto parent taking care ofers. Caregivers, which is and like I said, we're all pretty lucky. Most of our parents are still in pretty good health, even, they're getting older. But it's the simple things, my mom, I bought some stuff for my mom and I just sent in, she's like, I'll send you an e-transfer. And I said, okay. She's passed me my phone and said, I don't know how to do it. You can just do it. And in my head, I was like, do I teach her how to do it? And I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want my mom to have that power.
Yeah.
Because they may not trust. Yeah. So, she's gave me a phone and I did it. But it's just everything. Well, we don't have kids. I mean, look, kids are lovely, but I can't imagine all the anxiety and stress I have at this stage of my life having to worry about humans too.
No.
Holy shit.
Well, not even that, but I feel like we're even seeing not even just our parents, but our parents, we are seeing the effects of having this massive population boom above us.
Oh yeah.
Just going through and absolutely destroying
the
healthcare system, housing.
Because it was never built out for them.
No. So you've got this giant bubble of boomers. And I always remember in high school or one of my teachers saying that basically, think of this pipe.
Yeah.
And you've got this big mass that's forcing its way through that pipe.
Yeah.
And we're right on the other side of it.
Yeah.
And it's that's what we're seeing now, even with the hospitals and healthcare.
Yeah.
All this stuff. And it's we're just, because we have the boomers are getting to that age where they're in hospitals and starting to pass away and stuff. It's we're seeing all the fallout of all that stuff.
A month ago, I had to take my mom to the hospital. She's fine. But I had to take her to the emergency room. And the emergency room is very crowded, which fine, whatever. But over half the people in that emergency room were over 70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're seeing even all the health and problems and all this stuff. It's all the shit that the boomers kicked down the line.
Yeah.
They're all starting to die off now. We're now left holding the bucket. They kick the can down the road and it's we're kind of at the end of the road now. And they're all going, they're gone, they're leaving.
Yeah.
Well,
and we're the ones being oh shit.
And my mom, ever said, she had some health things come up. She's fine. But ever since then, she's started thinking and she's definitely relying on me a lot more than I think she even thought she would.
Yeah.
I've always been the one that my sister's fine. She helps. It's great. But I'm just saying I'm the older one. I'm the more dive in and do it type of person. But my mom the other day, she's like, okay, we need to have a talk. I need to talk to you about my will and stuff. And I was like, what are you dying? And she's like, well, no, but I could have. And I'm like, well, you're right. And I'm one of those people, I'm very logical. I'm like, no, we should have this conversation.
No,
I don't want to deal with this when you're not here, God forbid. I'd rather know your passwords and your banking and all that kind of stuff. So, at least we're planning ahead. But it's weird. right? And but it takes a mental toll on you, but it also takes like energy. It gives you stress. It gives you anxiety. And I mean, Eric's parents had their own health issues. Your mom's had their own health issues in the past, like literally like year or two. That's why 2025 can go F off.
Yeah.
But like, well, I guess 2024 too, but whatever.
No,
but like, so it's just, and I said, I can't even imagine. Like, we could all literally have kids like going to university. I can't even imagine.
God damn.
Yeah. No, I know.
But like, but then worrying about them, like we have friends that have kids that are in high school now. Like you have a nephew who's in high school. I can't even imagine. Like I have anxiety for their parents.
Yeah.
Well,
like what are these kids gonna do?
Well, that's the whole like thinking about like the anxieties of like just kids being in school, bullies, passing classes, all that stuff. But then there's the other stuff like
what are they gonna do?
Jobs, AI, the housing crisis. Like it's. There's a lot of shit going on, yeah.
So
even for ourselves, like we're not young, but we're not that old.
Yeah.
So we're kind of at the halfway point of our careers and stuff. But the way with
it's like I got like 20 more years here somehow.
Well, that's the thing though. But that's the interesting fact too, because when we started our careers, we were of the mindset, and it was kind of the culture around us that like you find a really great job and you're good, you're going to retire there.
Yeah.
But that has changed drastically in the 25 years, right? So now here we are like middle-aged or over middle-aged. And like we're worried about having to start a career. I mean, I'm there having to start a career all over again.
I did 2 years. So like 4 years, 4 years ago, I had to like complete career change.
You have that anxiety on top of, and Eric, you work at a place where they have layoffs frequently. So it's always in the back of your head. And it's like, no. At this age, we're supposed to be like gliding through the last years.
Well, you're supposed to be looking at the, the finish line is in sight.
Yeah.
It's not that close, but it's, you can see it.
Y'all, if you see a Gen Xer, give them a hug. We need it.
We just need some love.
We need a hug.
We were forgotten about.
Just a big hug. We got a lot going on. And maybe it's, I don't know why we were raised to be like, we're feral, but I also feel like we're really empathetic. I don't know why.
Well, I think, we have a tough exterior, but
we just want a hug.
Feel inside. Yeah.
We're soft in the middle.
Do you have tears in your eyes? I do.
Oh, do you?
I don't know. I don't know where. It's been a rough day. Okay, I just need a hug. But it's just a lot. I mean, I don't mean to whine, but like it is an interesting generation where, like you said, we have the parents that are getting older. A lot of you guys have kids that are, in university, younger or older, like worrying about them. Because of course, what is the one thing you always want? You always want better for your kids. You want your kids to have a quote unquote easy life. And if you don't see that happening, I can't even imagine how stressful it is.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Like I said, I feel stressed out for my friends or like, siblings that have kids. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how you guys even
that's
sleep.
the idea,
how do you
right?
sleep?
Like, you do what you can to help push that next generation forward so they have better than what you had.
But like, I feel like that just doesn't, it can't happen anymore. It's just impossible.
Well,
it will. But I'm just saying right now, like the Gen Xers don't have
I think the biggest thing is really different doesn't mean worse.
I don't think
And I think and that's what I think. That's what sometimes you need to remember that. And just because maybe not everyone's going to buy houses, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
but does that mean it's worse? No. Yeah. And that's where I think because it's different than what you had or we had doesn't mean it's.
But I don't
like every generation is going to have their own set of challenges.
Exactly. So I mean, it's just because it might be different than what we had experienced. Even for us, like we've seen it change a lot. Like talking about like career stability and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify, though, that when I said about they're never going to own houses, I don't think I have to clarify this because I feel like it's going to drive me crazy if I don't. I don't think that you need to buy a house in your life to be successful. That's not. I just meant generally moving out on your own, whether that be renting or sharing with people or whatever the case may be. It's very difficult now because it's so expensive. That was my point. Okay, but I mean, I think we could talk about this stuff and have examples for like hours and hours and hours. And as much as these lovely people probably want to hear us for hours and hours and hours, just kidding, you don't. But let me finish by just asking each one of you, out of this list of 5, just for funsies, which one really makes you want to scream and shout?
Oh, jeez.
I can tell you mine.
I know.
I gotta say number 1. I think the figure it out piece. I'm like, oh, guys, 1. Just give it a shot. Just give it a shot before you say you're stuck. You can't do it.
That's a big one for me. I think I'm going to go with the digital everything.
Yeah,
that irks me.
I
but
think it's just too much of the same. Like I think technology is a good tool, but we're trying to make it like the savior for everything.
I think number 1 and number 5 make me the grumpiest. overall.
Yeah.
That makes me the grumpiest. Yeah. The pressure and the stress and the anxiety.
Yeah.
And the emotions for number 5, like being the support, the parents and that is exhausting. But number 1 just actually makes me want to beat people up.
But number 1's they're two totally different.
They are.
Yeah.
One's more mentally like exhausting and challenging. The other one just actually makes me want to.
Yeah. Although I think someone number 5 causes number 1. It's the support saying like the parents trying to look after kids. I think the way
there's a
the
fine
number 5
line.
causes, being too much of a supportive parent and too much trying to be the.
We got a cause and effect here.
Yeah, I think trying to be the, hey, you need it better than I ever had, so we're gonna give you everything and you can do no wrong.
Yeah,
causes the number 1 of, well, I don't know what to do here. I've never done anything for myself in my entire life.
Look, I was
tie my own shoes.
I was getting all emo and in my feels when I was looking on TikTok over Christmas, and like there was all these like nostalgic things coming up, and it was one of these. I just want to like end it on this thought, and it was one of these like videos of like a car driving down a snowy road, and it just had like really like sad kind of music on it, and then there was the text, and it literally said something like, that time when or remember how you felt when you left your grandparents' house on Christmas Eve as a kid and blah, blah, blah. And you didn't know it was your last time doing that. And I was like, oof.
That would hit you in the feels?
I was like, oof, you're right. Because it's kind of like what, Andy Bernard on The Office says, you don't really know it's the good times until they're gone. But if only you could recognize in the moment that this is the good old times. Well, it's hard because like, you didn't think that the last time you went to Montreal was going to be the last time you went to Montreal for Christmas, right? Like it's a weird thing.
No, I know, but that again is sort of the problem is that what if you're in the good time right now? You're too busy.
I think you can be.
Oh, no, 100% you are. The problem is we're all spending too much time.
But why can't we? If that makes for me, brings me peace and makes me smile to like think about.
No, absolutely. I agree. I love.
Steve and I argue about this all the time.
I think I absolutely love. Like I look back on all my Christmases and stuff. But if I compare my Christmas now to then, it's never going to match up.
Well, of course it's not going to match up. It's different.
Yeah, exactly. And again, different doesn't mean worse.
I never said it was, but I'm just saying, like, it's like, No,
I'm saying, but you need to learn to appreciate the now, because now is it's going to be the
I know.
Yeah, because right now you're making those new memories.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to be, and you're going to look back on those. So it's just.
We're not disagreeing.
No,
I'm just saying that it was one of those things I saw and I was just like.
No, I've seen them before too. Yeah, and would I love to go back to 1989? And
I would, because then I wouldn't.
Montreal, of course I would.
Because then I wouldn't.
Is the Christmas this year going to ever compare to that? Not in the same way, but
I don't think. I mean, unless you're trying to compare it. I mean, I don't compare it because it's totally different.
Well, no, but I think a lot of people. Yeah, and I mean, I have. I think a lot of people do though. That's the problem. They're trying to recreate. It's the Christmas Vacation movie.
Absolutely. A lot of it is like this nostalgia goggles too. You're looking back with rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the Christmas you had this year, maybe not this year, but other recent times.
Yeah.
You look back on them and like 10 years and be like, that was a good damn Christmas.
Of course. And I mean, I think it's just because right now we're in the present, so it's not quote unquote a memory.
No, that's the thing, is that it's easy to.
In 20 years, when it's like me sitting by myself on Christmas because everybody around me is like gone, then I'll be like, oh man.
No,
you know what I mean? But that's the progression of everything. For right now in this moment, for me, a happy memory is like the peacefulness of like 40 years ago or 40 or 30 years ago, right? That to me is like, if I could just have that in a world where your brains are constantly just going and don't stop, and maybe it's because of the age we are, the responsibility, whatever the case may be, to just have a day of just like being in 1996 and not worrying about anything just sounds really nice.
Yeah. No, I know. I 100% agree. I'm just saying, I think.
I don't disagree with you.
Do a little meditation or something like that, and you could have that right now. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. I'm saying you could have it right now.
You can find contentment in today.
Yes, you can. Not easy, but it can be done.
All right. Well, that's it for Grump Fest. Do you feel better?
We were some deep at the end there, huh?
Yeah.
Some deep thoughts with Jack Handy at the end.
I don't know. It's my brain is very. I don't know.
All right, on that cheery note, let's wrap this bad boy up. I think we're done here. Let's put a fork in this.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully you guys found some, you related to some of the grumpy moments we had here on this podcast the last hour.
And let's be real, there's lots more, but that was our top, our 5 of them that we had off the top of our heads. So,
exactly. That was a fun first podcast back in 2026.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe in 2026 we are here.
But yeah, comment below. Let us know what your grumpiest grump thing is of being a Gen X, if you have any, or if you're just all rainbows and butterflies, and show me how to be that person, because some days it doesn't happen. We're wishing you all the best in 2026. We will be here. Hopefully you guys will be here with us, but that's it for today's podcast. We thank you so very much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Keep smiling.